Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Oh my gosh, he's already cackling. He's got me laughing already. Um, he says you need my shirt. He says you need my shirt. I got this at Walmart, but it's been several months ago. He says you need this. And he's laughing hysterically. But right before I started this, um, it was like I felt so much despair. Not from him. He's telling me that's what you're doing. That's what you were doing. So much despair, head in your hands, guilt. Why didn't I? Why didn't I? Why didn't I? Just totally, and maybe you did crumble on the floor into a fetal position and just almost give up. Just total devastation. And I'm assuming this is probably on his birthday. And I'm really sorry that my thing messed up, and I couldn't do it. And then I had to leave. So normally I would have at least sent you a little video or something, but it just wasn't meant to be that day. So he always calls you knucklehead. He says, I love you, and you know that. You've seen him out of the corner of your eye, walking through there. You hear him, you hear the rattles, you hear all the little things that he does. Because he loves, he says, fucking with you. He thinks it's quite hysterical. And he hears you say, all right, Brandon, that's enough, knock it off. Even though you love having it, every so often he gets annoying. He says, because I can. And because I'm going to mess with you. He's being cocky. Imagine that. Now he's getting serious. He says, I love you. I'm sorry that I did this to you, and I'm talking just to you at this moment. This is between you and I. What you said had nothing to do with it. What you didn't say had nothing to do with it. I did not realize how this was going to affect you. He's kind of bonking himself on the head, going, dum, 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 dum. Now, what? Now you have. He keeps stopping. I think he's trying to think of exactly what he wants to say. Now you have to make this work the way that it needs to work now. You've got to figure out this new relationship and accept it. Yeah, I know. So whatever you just said, he goes, yeah, I know. It's talking to you. Whatever you just thought as you heard that. I'm hearing sirens, and it's probably the ambulance because it's just down the road. He says, you know all the cool stuff. He's watching out for your kids. I'm trying to see what he's showing me. I don't know if I'm not going to be able to tell which kid it is. sits there and plays, sitting on the floor cross-legged, but he's done this before. But I don't, it's a boy, don't know which one. It's one of yours. And it's like, he's sitting there cross-legged. The little boy's sitting there cross-arming, looking at each other. And it's like he bounces a ball. It's like one of them rubber super bouncy balls, you know, little ones. When Brandon drops it, it's like in slow motion, and it hits and it goes up real slow, and the little boy's just watching it. So if you see when I'm just sitting on the floor, it's more like he's on his knees. Brandon's cross-legged, Indian style. He's showing the little boy instead of on his butt, now he's up on his knees. But anyway, watching this ball go up really slow. So if you see one of the younger boys doing that, know that that's Brandon playing with him. He's showing him his cool trick. Watch this shit. Normally when you drop the ball, it goes pew. This one doesn't. And the little boy is amazed by it. Do not pull your hair out. He's showing me one of those things that I've done. Don't make me cry. At the depth of your despair, you grab your own hair and you just make it stop hurting. You know that. Oh, look, we're good now. You just think a little bit of pain there is going to make that pain stop hurting, and it doesn't. So if you've done that, he's telling me you have done that. The depth of your grief. Okay, Bob will be gone almost 9 years in November. Well, in November he will be. It took quite a while. 2 years before I even came out of my drunken stupor, probably 3 years or so before I figured out we have a new relationship. And it's cool. It's really cool. It'll never be like it was, but it's really cool. And you can sense him, you can see him at times, you know that he's doing the things that he's doing. Oh, now he's laughing again. He's got a metal pot, and he's hitting it. So I'm sure you've heard that. It may not, it may not be as loud as he's showing me that he's hitting it, but yeah, he's hysterical about it. And it's been long enough. Start working on a new relationship, because you're a little bit further ahead than me, because it took me 2 years or so before I even came out of my drunken stupor, let alone realizing that this shit's real. So you probably better than most people in your family can interact with him. So now start building on that relationship and having fun with it. Now he's calling you knothead instead of knucklehead, but he's being very soft when he says that. He says, I love you, sis. You are part of the backbone of the family. People are watching you. They're looking up to you. You are wiser than they give you credit for. He's taking his knuckles across not only your head, but also at least one or two of the boys doing the, what is it, the noogie? Is it a noogie? You know, rubbing the knuckles on the head. He says you're going to come out of this stronger than you ever thought you could. He's saying, be my Valentine. He said, be mine, be my Valentine. Hopefully you understand why he's saying that, seeing as how it's October. So watch for something Valentine related to pop up. Like one time I was walking through my dining room like 10 times, and all of a sudden I found an empty Valentine candy wrapper. It wasn't Valentine's Day, and it was on the floor, and it says, I actually keep it in on my kitchen counter. Be mine, love you. I can't remember exactly what it says. I need to go look. It's been so long since I looked at it. So look for something like that. Maybe a Valentine movie will pop up. Anything. You know how this works. He said, I need to find you a rose quartz. I haven't been anywhere to get one. If I think about it, if I don't forget, I'm going to be sending you one. Pick yourself up. Keep moving. He's like back behind you and scooping underneath your arms, scooping you and holding you up. You should feel that. Whereas his arms are actually coming up like in front here, keeping you from falling. My fault. He's talking about one and done. Well, I hope this isn't a premonition. This is coming real soon. But he's talking about sleigh riding down your hill out in front of your house. Or at least I think you live there where the kids are. But going down that steep hill, like straight out, kind of straight out the front door. It's kind of a steep hill, I think. But he's showing that maybe he did this on a sled. There's a lot of snow and whizzing down that hill. I hope this isn't for a while. It's only October, Betty. Dad's keeping an eye on me, and I can't get rid of Grandma. And he puts his arm around her. He says, not that I really want to, but I can't get rid of her. She won't stop. She's bossy. So the three of them are still hanging really close together. I don't feel like there's somebody else out there. It's pretty much the three of them. He's not really. There's another guy out there. Two other guys out there. Two about the same age as your dad, but they're faint. These are the three, but there's these other two that, yes, that they're not in this tight little group. Yep, I've seen him. Yep, I've talked to him. Okay, so that's kind of in line with your dad. Then there's a female, but she's out there too. She's over here, but she's further out. I can't tell what her age is because she's not very clear. And if she's not clear, she's not supposed to be. Or it's not her time to step forward, or, something along that line. I feel like she would be like, first I want to say your mom's age, but then I'm thinking maybe older. I don't know. All I can see is a lot of hair. And I don't mean like a lot of hair, I mean like a lot of hair. But she's fuzzy, she's too far away, and they don't want to step forward. Or maybe Brandon wants to hog the whole show. And gotta love him. What's up with the one birthday candle? Did you do something on his birthday with just one birthday candle? He says, what's up with the one birthday candle? Give my kids the biggest hug that you possibly can. And I mean, he's talking about squeezing the shit out of them. The little boy sees him and plays with him. But we've probably already talked about that before. Did you just burn something in the kitchen? Something you were cooking? He goes, geez. Geez, Chels. Geez. And he said Chels, not Chelsea. Geez. And then he starts laughing. You need more sleep? He says you need some of his medicine. He's talking about Puff Puff. He says you need to chill. He says you need to chill. You need some of his medicine. I love talking to him. Something about a rope. A rope. Now the rope he's showing me is like a big ass, thick, heavy rope. He might just be exaggerating it because they do that so I make sure I pay attention. That's what they want me to pay attention to. They'll make it bigger. Do you have some kind of a big ass rope holding a swing up? Something to do with a swing? Maybe at your mom's? Wherever this, and like I said, it may not be this big. Wherever this rope is, somehow attached to some kind of a swing or some object like that, check them. He's making mention of it for some reason. Just check them, make sure one of them's not raveled or one of them's not coming loose, or when are you going to take me fishing? You go fishing? If you do, just go throw your pole in the water, sit there, and talk to him. And a lot of times when I go visit Bob, it's 2 lawn chairs on the bank of a creek or river. And he sits in one, I sit in the other. Now, even now. He's not even showing lawn chairs with you guys though. He's showing fishing pole. You're sitting there pretty much cross-legged Indian style like he was. He says, don't let the bugs crawl up your ass. Gotta love him. And ask him to join you. And don't do all the talking. Do some talking and then just Be still. I love you. He's going to make me want to cry, and he usually does. I love you more than you know. I wish I had told you that more when I was here, to where you knew I really meant it, and not just one of those, love you, see you later. Tell Mom hi, and I'm going to do your mom's. She wants it closer to his birthday, or whatever's later this month. He says you have to get up off the floor, and he may not mean that physically, he may not mean it literally. You have to get up off the floor. I'm watching you. He says, I'm watching you. You might watch for somebody to be doing this in a movie or in a picture or something that may not happen, but I feel like you might see something like that, or you might be walking through Walmart, you might see a picture, might be walking by and you see a picture and somebody's doing that, or Facebook or movie or whatever. And now he's singing that song, I always feel like somebody's watching me. It's actually a stalker song. Hang on to yourself. Get a grip. That's easy for him to say. Uh, now he's showing these two guys again out there. He started to say something else, and then he showed those two guys again. Something about if you only knew. Now he's being a little sketchy with what he's saying. Hang on. Okay, he says it's time for you to start discovering you, that you haven't actually found you yet. He said it's not. He says after this month, it's not the Brandon show anymore. It's the Chelsea show. It's time for Chelsea to dig in on Chelsea, not to dig in on Brandon. Time for Chelsea to dig in and find out what Chelsea needs and what Chelsea wants and not everybody else, and ask him to help you do that. I don't know where he went. Hang on. Okay, he's gonna let Dad speak. Dad just wants to say he's sending you his love. Stick close to your other brother. There's a reason for that. Stick close to your other brother. He's not elaborating. I feel like you know, and they won't, and like they won't give me all the details. They'll give me enough that you'll know. You'll know what he's talking about. They hang. Your dad and Brandon hang very, very close to you. Grandma, maybe not as much. She's bothering them. She didn't have time to mess with everybody else. She's bothering them. She says, "You damn right I am." They love it though. She is not a pest to them. They absolutely love it. One of them said 3 peas in a pod. Talking about the 3 of them. So you should get all different kinds of things and smells and whatever, because you're going to get all 3 of them. Of course, mainly Brandon. Tell Mom something about under her bed. I don't know if we've talked about under her bed before or not, but he's showing me like he's actually under the bed, but I don't know that he's actually doing that, or if he's just showing me. I don't know if she's got something of his under the bed. It seems like we brought this up before, but my memory stinks, so I don't know. But it's like he's poking his head out from under the bed, your mom's bed, tugging on the cover or the blanket or the comforter or whatever's hanging off the side of the bed a little bit, and he's, oh God, he's like the little, you ever see, what's that show called with the little bitty guy with the great big knife, and he comes out from under the bed, goes, but he's pulling on that blanket hanging down there, so she should feel that, but still I feel like there's something with his energy. Maybe it is just him, or maybe it's something of his under the bed, Mom's bed. You've got something hanging on your wall for him of his. Looks like a cross, so it might just be a religious type thing. It might be a cross. He's showing kind of a wooden type cross. Doesn't have to be exact. It might just be a religion thing, but it's something to do with him. He's acknowledging that. Why is he telling? He's telling me to look at my cup. Why am I supposed to look at my cup? Oh, some of the letters came off. Oh, bite me, bite me, bite me. I didn't even know that. And I try to be very careful. I just washed the edge of it. The bottom. I don't know what the hell's happened here. It's supposed to say just kidding. He told me, I see it. I would have noticed that. I'm always very, very careful, and I don't leave it in the sink to soak. I just rinse it out and wash around the edge. Oh well, I know what it says. Isn't that funny? He showed me. And it's only on the just kidding at the bottom. Can you see how it's kind of messed up? And I don't even know what the hell that is, where that came from, because there's the just kidding with no I, no T, part of an S. So I don't even know what the hell that is. I don't remember that being there. Or if it's one of the letters have moved. It looks like an A. It looks, there's no A missing. I'm going to show you. For some reason, he wanted me, I don't want to spill coffee on my computer. What the hell is that? He says, you don't need the just kidding, Rhonda. You need to get your shit together. Good luck with that. You've seen inside my head. Now he's showing me the thoughts in your head are pointing down, down. He said, you need to stop that. You will. 2 weeks? Something about 2 weeks. Sounds like 2 weeks. 2 something. I know every year at this time, Bob's birthday is October 27th, and then November 16th is when they found him. So this is a very rough time of year. So my time of year kind of goes along with your time of year. I'm getting more where I can celebrate him now. Bob said he loves me. Okay, before it gets cold, he wants you to try the fishing thing. Without the kids distracting you. So if you could have somebody take them a little bit further away to do theirs or whatever, or just go by yourself. He said even Warnock will work. Ooh. And I kind of went, I said Warnock. And Dad even kind of went, Brandon says, even Warnock will work. All right, where'd you go, buddy? Brandon says, tell my brother to buck up. Buck. He said, buck up. And I know that's what you call your dad. People call your dad. Brandon says, tell my brother to buck up, not suck up, buck up. Tell Toy, I love her. And don't know if she feels it or not, but he brings her a lot of loving energy around her, which should be kind of warm, kind of full, kind of just beautiful type energy that he brings around her and the kids. There's no anxious anxiety, no scrambling around energy. He's mellow, he's calm, he's cool, he's doing what he can to help those left behind calm down, feel, love, mellow out. I love you, sis, more than you know. Don't forget to ask me. Don't know what he's talking about. That's between you guys. He says, don't forget to ask me. Your wish is my command. Now he's being smart ass. Your wish is my command. If I can. I cannot come back. I don't want to. He means like in physical form. I'm done with that bullshit for now. Nothing to do with you. I love you. Now he's creeping. He's creeping like this. He's creeping through your house. So you know all those things that are going on. You know you don't even need him to validate them. You know. But he's creeping around looking for something else to do to fuck with you. Something's going to fly across the room, off the wall, something's going to actually he's getting better at it, he's getting stronger. He says, because you know it's not paranormal. My house is haunted. I have a vortex in my house type shit. So he's showing something actually flying across the room. And whether he's exaggerating it, so I'll see that. Keep an eye out for that. You can always tell him to knock it off. It's okay. See ya. See you on the flip side. Flip-flop, flip side, something. And he's showing slaying down that hill again. Dad says we're taking good care of him. We're doing what we need to do. And it says, love you, love you, love you. And he's leaving. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. Like I said, sorry about I think it was his birthday. Facebook is not being nice to me lately. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Love you guys.